This is my homily from the weekend. For those of you that were not in a Catholic church this weekend, the gospel that I'm using comes from Matthew chapter 16, verses 21 through 27. So it might be good to pause the video here and look up that scripture passage and get a reference from what I'm preaching from. Jesus takes full advantage of Peter's big mistake. Peter doesn't think that Jesus ought to have to suffer, be killed, and raised on the third day. So after Jesus calls Peter Satan, he turns and teaches all of his disciples. He clarifies what he considers are the requirements of being a disciple. He boldly says, "Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." Jesus lays out three essential requirements. 1, we must deny ourselves. 2, we must take up our cross. And 3, we must follow Jesus. So let's break these three down today. 1, whoever wants to be a disciple or believer in Jesus must deny himself. We must say no. We must live without. We must deny ourselves. Now, is Jesus just talking about the good self-denial that we do once a year during Lent? I don't think so. Jesus wants a self-denial that is more continual, more profound. Being a disciple of Jesus means imitating him, living like he did, doing as he did. And how did Jesus deny himself? Was it only for 40 days? Well, as Son of God, he had all the glory and comfort of heaven. But then he humbled himself and became a man who lived in poverty every day. Deny ourselves. Oh, how hard this is for us. We prefer more food, more things, more toys, more technology, newer cars, bigger houses, and more stuff to fill those houses. We live lives of luxury compared to the vast majority of the world. Deny ourselves? This is not a popular message in our country. Yet, denying oneself is precisely what Jesus asks of his disciples. 2, if we want to be a believer in Jesus, he says we must take up our cross. Now, most of us have the Christian understanding that taking up our cross means accepting our sufferings. And that's a very good way to follow Jesus. But that's not exactly what the disciples of Jesus would have thought when they heard him say this. A cross for them meant torture and execution. The Romans used the cross for the most degrading and painful form of death penalty available in their day. Take up our cross? Oh, how hard this is for us. We tend to avoid suffering. We eliminate inconveniences, make ourselves comfy and medicate away our pain. Now, Jesus knows that people will try to avoid taking up the cross and denying themselves. So he adds, whoever wishes to save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. The more we try to save our life, the more it will slip through our fingers. However, if we lose our life for Jesus, we get it all. 3. So Jesus says, deny yourself, take up your cross, and 3, follow me. Follow me. We tend to follow ourselves, my thoughts, my plans, my dreams. I'm the one in the lead. Nope, Jesus says, follow me, not yourself. To follow Jesus means that we are close to him. We must have a relationship with him. If we follow someone, then we're spending substantial time with that person. Jesus says, follow me. To tie all this together, Jesus asks a haunting question. What profit would there be for one to gain the whole world and forfeit his life? If I have a decent house and an okay car, but I lose my soul, then I've lost it all. If I have all I want, but lack a serious relationship with Jesus, then I've completely missed the boat. If I go after all of the power, pleasure, and honor that the world offers me, and I actually get it, but I forfeit my life forever, then what have I gained? Do you want to gain the world or gain Jesus? Deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow only Jesus.